we really alone in the galaxy?
I mean, probably not.
Infinite stars surround our world. And aeons ago, intelligent life must have emerged somewhere and slowly evolved into a spacefaring society. Like us, surely these beings would have been drawn to explore. So then, where is everyone? Is it simply the nature of intelligent life to destroy? And maybe the only signs of life they're able to send are in a brief window before that world perishes. Still, no one has come, and no radio signals can be detected across our silent galaxy. Could civilizations ever cross thousands of light years and find more than alien graves? Maybe it's just pure luck that greed or catastrophe have not yet ended our species. Can we make the right choices?
Probably
Might
not.
we
I'm
learn
probably gonna
from
make
our
terrible
mistakes?
choices.
Will you overcome the Fermi Paradox? The Fermi Paradox.
Let's see what all kinds of terrible choices I can make. I have no trust in myself. Yes, early access game. So this may be jank. It's early access. The volume's down a tiny bit. Hope this is good. Try to develop a newly born civilization of our galaxy so that they can send out radio signals as a first step towards establishing contact with each other. Reach the singularity age with at least 4 civilizations to achieve galactic unity. We'll see how well that's gonna go. Galactic unity! I make terrible choices and everything's probably gonna go wrong. No one in the galaxy is being birthed. We're at 22, 30%, 30, 40. Billions of stars are formed. Planets are taking shape through colossal impact of meteors because planets forming, not a peaceful thing. There's lots of impact. Okay, what do we have? You are the Galactic Gardener. Sapient life will evolve and prosper in our galaxy. Help these civilizations to grow and find each other in the vastness of space-time. But beware, sometimes you have to prevent them from destroying themselves or others. Would I like to play the tutorial? Would I? It's probably a good idea. I should probably see how the fuck this works. Glitch visible. Once you select one of the flares, will space-time continue? Oh boy, sapient life has evolved on Rigel 7. Aw, they make cave paintings! A life form on Rigel 7 started making simple tools and developed a rudimentary language, but which species will form a Stone Age civilization in the Rigel system? Many were increasingly of the opinion that they'd all made a big mistake in coming down from the trees in the first place. Alright, so click on the option to see which species could populate this planet. If you want to choose a balanced species, you have to spend. Oh. Let's see. Rigel, a blue supergiant star, is orbited by the ice planet Rigel 7 and 3 smaller stars in proximity. The chemical composition of the ice crystals on Rigel 7 gives the polar caps a greenish color. For an ice planet, Rigel 7 has a rich diversity of resident flora. Every animal on the planet develops some kind of fur, even the ocean fish and the bird species. Ooh, do we want the balanced? Or do we want the unbalanced? Oh. I think I'm gonna go for the Okay, let's see. The unbalanced are the Dorloth, sentient and resilient plants. They dwell under the ice and trap other organisms for nutrients. The standard are the Kular, aggressive humanoid pig creatures, wandering the ice plains primarily to compete with others of their kin. And the balanced species are the Ash, a rational species of furry fish creatures with very complex swarm behaviors. Do I want the fish? Do I want the plants? Or the pigs? Honestly, I kind of do actually like the way the fish looks better. I like the fish better. We're gonna go with the fish. This is your first sapient species in the galaxy. Take good care of them, others will evolve later in time. You, as the galactic gardener, will be responsible for them too. Oh god! Forget the tech level. The species has to gather more knowledge, population, resources. Lots of resources, harm potential, ethics, ethical values. I think it's safe to increase. And head back to the galaxy. The galaxy is your garden. It will take a great amount of care, and hard decisions have to be made so that all species can survive and flourish. Will you be able to guide them so that in the far future they can leave their planets, cross thousands of light years, and find each other? Probably not. Probably not. Like, ooh, there's a developing event. A great war threatens the Rigel. Oh no. Only a few Ash tribes know the secret of fire. The flame is protected by sacred firekeepers, but bands of warriors gather to obtain the precious red flower. I love the fact that there's just an Iron Maiden quote. Perfect. Alright. Come on, children. Please. Total war gets me nothing. I don't want to burn synthesis for points because I only have 26 right now. And there's a relatively synthesized population. As their sages firmly chooses for the knowledge of the fire stakes, total war. That's a lot. But we're gonna go with regular conflict. Want to increase the population. I don't think they need to increase the population too much. Another development event. Depopulation in Rigel. Oh no. The Ash tend to avoid settlements and instead roam the surface of Rigel 7 alone. They rarely meet others and mate infrequently. Offspring are sent away as soon as they reach adolescence. Whosoever is delighted in solitude is either a wild beast or a god. Francis Bacon. Ha, whoops. Right. World is already in the negatives. Yeah, it costs me nothing to have them together. We're going to prevent this solitary. The Ash Club wielders lay down their stone clubs and abandon the art of war. Mystery. Oh no! A remarkable wise person is celebrated on Randall Term for their contributions to the Ash Society. Still no sapient life anywhere else, so we've still just got the Ash. We're still just ashing it up. The Ash have reached the Bronze Age. Our fuzzy fish are in the Bronze Age. The Ash begin testing the limits of their planet's generosity by cultivating crops, raising animals for food, and clearing forests in order to build primitive cities. Early mining and metalworking allow them to craft better weapons and tools, and they learn how to document knowledge via written language. Don't think we want Chaos Fish. I think we're gonna stick with the regular advancement. Because I don't wanna burn synthesis right now. I wanna save it. Because I'm gonna do it later. once powerful realm falls on Rigel 7. Growth continues in Rigel. The Ash have gathered detailed knowledge about their bodies over the centuries and are able to create potent medicines to cure many diseases and wounds. Their new medical ideas and treatments represent further efforts to understand and control the forces of nature as their civilization advances. Oh, it wants me to dead end the Ash. We are not dead ending the. We are going to civilization pillar. The Ash. Is there life after death? Is the question of the Ash. Are there gods watching us? It's me. I'm the god, and I make horrible choices. Oh. Tau Ceti system. Sapient life has evolved on Tau Ceti 3. A life form on Tau Ceti 3 started making simple tools and developed a rudimentary language, but which will it be? Oh no, I can't pick the balanced species. So I can't pick the balanced plant species. Either the monkeys or the... Okay, so... The Odo, aggressive ape creatures with colorful fur. Their packs traverse mountainous regions with ease. Or the Moru, sneaky, sightless, and cruel. These bands of small raptors plague the vast jungles and forests. We're gonna go with the Odo, mostly because it reminds me of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. The Odo civilization is born. The Odo establish a new tribe. Hooray! Oh, Ash development event. A paradigm shift in Rigel. A mighty Ash realm has been flourishing for many years, but a sudden shift of tectonic plates causes their great settlements to begin slowly sinking into the ocean. Their ruler responds to the crisis and attempts to bring the people to safety. Inspires empathy, and they are welcomed everywhere they flee. The wisdom and knowledge of their sages is shared with the world, and their integration into various cultures inspires a sense of unity among the Ash. Cultural expansion. Fleeing their sinking settlement, the great realm spread across Rigel 7, building new settlements over the years. This culture in exile grows to new heights and soon dominates Ash civilization. Or, in their desperate flight from the sinking settlement, the once great realm must resort to piracy and raiding to survive. Their name becomes feared and rivaled across Rigel 7. Cultural expansion. An antediluvian agricultural production exhausts a large land on Rigel 7. Oops. Fruitful sculptures are shared among the antediluvians on Rigel 7. Let's get some more. Antediluvians have established a new realm. Well, let's see what the Odo are up to. Oh, no. Too many edible plants and chain reaction in the ecosystem occurs that could leave them without any food source. Odos! Small customer. Or I could just go for complete extinction. We could just write them off. We're just gonna write the... Well, hope you do better next time, guys. I'm gonna need these for later. Ah, stop giving me things to click on, and I'll stop clicking on them. Go back to the sea regions. To the antediluvian realms. Knowledge and Rigel. Well, space squibs like those. The antediluvians create giant stone stelas? Carved with records of their history. When building a settlement, these monuments are placed at the center so that the knowledge of their sages can be shared with future generations. Of old, when our first ancestor king, Shaumo, laid the foundations of our state, he came forth from the northern Bovier as the son of the celestial emperor. His mother, the daughter of the Earl of the River, gave birth to him by cracking an egg and bringing her child from it. And you guys got some weird religious ideas, but that's fine. Huh. If I can... Carving antediluvian lore into stone destroys the flexibility of their oral history traditions, which some say is a step in the wrong direction, or... Revered by the antediluvians for delivering the wisdom of their ancestors, these stone stelas quickly spread across Rigel 7. They have reached the Rigel 7 has reached the Iron Age. Empires and trading states raised their power in the Iron Age. The metalworking antediluvians forged tools and developed the skills needed to create simple machinery. While expanding theological discourse could provide them with a sense of purpose and a moral compass, organized religion also has the potential to bring about great atrocities. For here now is the age of iron. Never by daytime will there be an end to hard work and pain, nor in the night to weariness, when the gods will send anxieties to trouble us. Hesiod, Greek poet, 18th century BCE. Let's see, what would power do? In epic dynasty wars, antediluvians iterate siege weapons against the well-fortified castles of their foes. They could produce mighty blades by mining and smelting resources from deep within Rigel 7 and a new construction technologies accelerating their city building. Or monks transcribe knowledge in books that scholars are eager to get their hands on. As ever, antediluvianity looks to the heavens for guidance. I like science! We're gonna go with science. The antediluvians can now increase the size of their stella cities and access more regions of Rigel 7. Iron Age technology allows the antediluvians to harvest biomass on the surface of Rigel 7. The riders of Rigel 7 inspire the antediluvians to live peacefully. The crucial antediluvian lark rises to power on Rigel 7. Another development event. Oh boy. Antediluvian kingdoms. Power. Alright. Handheld ranged weapons capable of penetrating heavy armor are invented by the Antediluvians. These crossbow weapons allow unskilled soldiers to wield powerful ranged weapons without the dedicated training needed for traditional archery. When Mr. Safety Catch is not on, Mr. Crossbow is not your friend. Terry Pratchett, The Night Watch. If you haven't read Terry Pratchett, I highly recommend it. He is fantastic. Oh. Cool. So, are unreliable enough and fail under bad weather conditions. They are quickly abandoned. Crossbow use is incorporated into battle tactics by increasing their fighting strength, or we can go for absolute power. Becomes a fundamental skill. But I like prevention. Prevention doesn't cost me anything. I like my fish people. I want to keep my fish people happy and healthy. Enlightenment in Rigel. Dedicated writers traveling all over Rigel 7 in an attempt to collect the entire history of the Antediluvians is a monumental work. Writer visits all the kingdoms on Rigel 7 and collects all the views and their perspectives of their cultures. The chronicle is impressive and gives the Antediluvians a better understanding of their world, but is heavily focused on perspectives of one kingdom. The writer gets ambushed by outcasts and their work is lost. No, we're gonna write down the histories. So, peacefully. Advances in the Antediluvian architecture inspire a redesign of their stellar cities. Alright, maybe I shouldn't have let the monkeys go into extinction. Maybe I should have kept the monkeys around. Consumption in Rigel. In an effort to preserve their legacy for eternity, a powerful antediluvian monarch commissions a city made of brilliantly colored glass. It is a massive project intended to be a monument to beauty for the ages. You believe in the Crystal Palace? Eternally indestructible, that is. One at which you can never stick out your tongue furtively, nor make a rude gesture, even with your fist hidden away. Well, perhaps I'm so afraid of this building precisely because it is made of crystal, and it's eternally indestructible, and because it won't be possible to stick one's tongue out even furtively. Ah, Dostoevsky. Russians. Russians! Begins on the city, it soon becomes clear that the current construction methods are not capable of living up to the intended vision. Buildings begin to break apart the first year and work, and soon the project is abandoned. Or construction of the glass city goes well, and soon word of the marvelous creation spread far and wide. When other jealous monarchs hear of the money, they spend great sums to build their own luxurious glass palaces. He who who lives in a glass house should not throw stones. We're just gonna let you regularly develop. You're getting close to getting out of the Iron Age. Okay, cool. Antediluvian alchemists established a new resource management method. How's everyone doing today, by the way? Is there like a new technological age? They have reached, oh god, pirate buried fish. For those of you who weren't here when I started, these guys that I've established first off, they are furred fish. They are pirate furry fish now, and I am happy with this. The antediluvians developed vessels capable of exploring the furthest quarters of the planet. The flourishing traffic of goods and ideas advanced the field of navigation, chemistry, and engineering. To safeguard the accumulated knowledge of antediluvian civilization, emerging universities begin to house collections of printed books. We found another land far on the other side of the ocean. A place to breed and to feed on helpless creatures. It is truly a paradise. Don't know about the feeding on helpless creatures, guys, but okay. Ooh, wisdom costs nothing. Wisdom costs nothing. They shall gain wisdom and reevaluate themselves. Antediluvians can now journey blah blah and build cities everywhere. Nautical age technology gives the antediluvians access to minerals and biomass across the whole of Rigel 7. The antediluvians compose an epic poem recounting their history. Mystery. The landscapers establish a new resource management method. Alright. Get another planet to develop. Yay! Evolution of it. Where are we going? On the Glyce system. Sapient life evolves on Glyce C. Or Glyce, however. Which species will form a Stone Age civilization? What are our options? We have the balanced species, the Prun, peaceful observers. These gentle herds of four-eyed horse-like humanoids roam the wide rock deserts. The standard species, the Rao, aggressive and solitary. These naturally armored creatures inhabit barren wastelands. Or the unbalanced species, the Kar! Always hungry and merciless, these nightmarish avian creatures rule the sky. I wonder what I could do with the nightmare avians. The nightmare avians seem like fun people. They seem like great people. It seems a little bit too good to be true. What if we go with the nightmare avians, guys? Let's see how the nightmare avians develop. Car civilization is born. Car textile artwork represents harmony. To the antediluvians. Antediluvian assemblies. Reduction in Rigel. Telegraphic network spanning the entirety of Rigel 7 is invented. This eases communications and makes it less necessary for the antediluvians to travel. I heard that the roads in our capital are completely overgrown since everybody is using the telegraphic services nowadays instead of traveling. Yin Lipper, Warm-Faced Navigator, 26 breeding period, Vega system. Rolled out and maintained by the assemblies who use it to manipulate messages to deceive the regular development. I don't want you staying in your capitals. I want to continue to explore your world. Landscapers establish a new resource management method. Remarkable academic is celebrated on Rigel 7 for their contributions to antediluvian society. The antediluvians have established a new assembly. And then it immediately falls. They've established a new assembly, and then it immediately fell. Oh, those have been there this entire time. I could have clicked on them. Carter tribes. Let's see. Car, Angry Bird, Injustice, and Glassar. The Car have found a deep chasm through which they claim to hear the wails of the damned. Rumors spread of demons crawling around in darkness below, with whips and pools of lava that reek of death and disease. Mystics and wise folks have gathered to discuss whether this is truly the gate to the underworld or some natural phenomenon. Oh, prevention. A group of brave Car venture forth into the chasm and find no signs of demons. Instead, they find a plethora of rare minerals, hot springs, and new flora and build a settlement nearby. Or massive injustice. It is decided that the wound upon the world is a gateway into the underworld. To contain its fury, criminals and heretics are sacrificed within it, and many fanatics use it as a means to usurp power from their rivals. Prevention costs nothing. I want to see where we can take these angry harpy birds. I want to see how far we can take the angry harpy birds. Ooh, antediluvian assemblies. The antediluvians have reached the industrial age. The antediluvians start to study electricity, steam power, and machine manufacturing in the industrial age. Harnessing the power of radio waves might allow them to send signals into outer space, but this civilization could accidentally eradicate itself as weapons development thrusts forth. Interference with the planet poses a serious threat to the ecosystem that has sustained antediluvians throughout the ages. Modern bourgeoisie society, with its relations of production, of exchange, and of property, a society that has conjured up such gigantic means of production and of exchange, is like the sorcerer, who is no longer able to control the power of the netherworld, whom he has called up by his spells. Karl Marx! Great on paper, not so great in practice, guys. Let's see. We can spend 10 for wisdom. This age sees an expansion of the antediluvian potential for telecommunication via radio waves. Mass-produced goods, including new machines, could improve the lives of many. Regular advancement, hard work, and ingenuity are needed to maintain rapid urbanization without critically harming the planet. Train networks across vast swaths of Rigel 7 offer high-speed mobility for both freight and passengers. Or power! Do they go mad with power? Which gets me synthesis I need later. The antediluvians focus their effort on designing tanks, bomber planes, and simple automatic weapons for increased leverage against enemies. Naval warfare also gets industrialized. We'll go with the regular ass advancement. Spend nothing, lose nothing. Industrialization gives the antediluvians access to fossil fuels and mineral resources deep below the surface of Rigel 7. Oh, a development event for the Car tribes. A great war threatens Glissay. Competition over hunting grounds has turned the tribes of the Car against each other. Barbaric leaders push to wipe out neighboring tribes before they can do the same to them. Peace. It costs nothing. Total war. Loses a lot. Ooh. almost half the 1.1 million casualties, almost half of the population. Aggressive competition never ends. The victors wander in search of new tribes to conquer. Yeah, peace costs me nothing. You shall be peaceful. The car build an astounding monument on Glissé Sea. The car mourn the death of a great wise person. Hey Bonnie, how's it going? I'm playing Space Gardener. Space Gardening Simulator, where I'm gardening populations. So far, we've got 2 different civilizations developing. The Antediluvians and the car! One of them started from furry fish people, and one of them angry space birds. Hello, furry fish people, what have you got for me today? Rigel is sending signals into space. The leaders of Rigel 7 discover the power of propaganda broadcasted via radio message. Wireless broadcasts reach countless antediluvians with the latest political doctrine. In fact, these signals are so strong that they will reach outer space. And if all others accept the lie which the party imposed, if all records told the same tale, then the lie passed into history and became truth. Who controls the past, ran the party slogan, controls the future. Who controls the present, controls the past. George Orwell, 1984. English novelist, 20th century. Soul System. So we could signal boost it for tin synthesis. Propaganda is very effective on the antediluvians, and they are flooded day and night with radio messages enforcing the current political doctrine. The signal is strong, drifting into space to reach the system. Reach other systems one day. Regular, which costs me nothing. Oh, you know, it's going. I am slightly less dead than normal. I did still leave work early today, which is why I have time to do this right now. But I'm less dead than I have been, and I just felt like I would, you know, play some game, do some space bad decisions. The leaders promoting the propaganda fade away into history, but their manipulative and biased speeches leave Rigel 7 as radio signals. The messages travel through space, steadily drifting towards the Sol System. Or we can silence them. The antediluvians revolt against the demagogues, refusing to listen to such blatant propaganda. Radio transmission is stopped, and nothing is sent into outer space. Yeah, we're just gonna be peaceful furried fish. Look at my peaceful furried fish. We'll just lay down their simple rifles and abandon the art of war. We'll continue to advance the architecture. Socialists of Rigel 7 inspire the antediluvians to live peacefully. Hooray! Ooh, car tribes, what have you done? Paradigm shift! Let's see what we've got. A car hunter has noticed that some animals act abnormally after consuming the fruiting bodies of a particular species of fungus. As the animal seems to suffer no long-term ill effects and occasionally come back to do it again, the hunters decide to try some for themselves. People have to go out of their mind before they can come to their senses. Timothy Lear, American psychologist, 20th century, current era. They found psychotropic mushrooms, guys. The angry space harpies found psychotropic mushrooms. Ooh, we're just, the fungus contains a potent hallucinogen with euphoric and neuroregenerative properties. The hunter, experiencing a Revelation from nature becomes a revered religious leader, inspiring empathy through botanical experimentation. Cultural expansion option. Turns out that the fungus is a strong aphrodisiac and is widely distributed by the tribes of Kar. Or cultural descent. The fungus is a sophisticated parasite which attaches to an organism's nervous system and subtly prompts its own reproduction. The hunter stumbles into a major clan and infects everyone. Nah. Psychotropic hippie drugs! Let's go. Come on. I'm seeing what nice things I can do with these angry harpy bird peoples. Completed land region on Glacier Sea recovers under the care of Kar planters.